Are you one of those who has tons of pictures on your phone and you haven't posted them because they look unflattering? Well, stay tuned because we're going to be talking about 7 tips, do's and don'ts on how to pose with your boo. Keep watching. Hello there. Welcome to Tuesday Tips and Tutorials. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for watching. I see some people are jumping on. I'm so excited to be here as always every Tuesday morning, getting our week started. And today we have an amazing show for you. And I say we because I actually invited someone today to chat. And that is my very own fiance, French.
Bonjour. Hello, Lise. Hello,
How
Freckles.
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
So I wanted you to join. I asked you last night if you would join for the first couple of minutes of today's show. When you asked me, what are you going to be talking about? I said I was going to be sharing tips about pictures and how to pose as a couple.
Yep.
And it made you a little nervous. I think you said something like, are you going to be showing some of our pictures that are not so flattering?
Yep. Very nervous.
I'm not going to do that this morning.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But I'm sure you wouldn't do that because you and I both know the rules of taking pictures. Some
Yes,
of the rules for us, anyway. Yeah.
the rules for us, especially because you're much taller than me and we already have our angles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when we're having those moments that are very spontaneous, which I'm sure we're going to have in the next 30, 40 days when we get married, I am sure there's going to be tons of pictures that are probably not going to be so flattering when we're standing together. Guys, say hello and let us know where you're watching from. Say hi, let us know where you're watching from. I see some people are watching. Hey, Omira. Omira says, and I just fell out laughing. Oh, because of French. Yeah. He does that. He has that way.
Yeah.
Listen, so let's chat a little bit about pictures and poses. And before I go into any of that, I want to make a promise to my future husband. I solemnly swear that I will never take a picture with you with my hand on your stomach.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you said stomach.
There are so many women that take pictures with their boo, and I've seen them a million times.
It looks like they're trying to hide. Like, what are they trying to hide? He's got a belly? What? You know, and then you put drawing attention because you're putting your hand right on it. You're like, okay, wait.
It's crazy. We don't like to look like we're pregnant in pictures.
No.
But we always put our hand on our spouse's gut. And it's okay for them to look pregnant. No, put your hand up on his chest. That's tip number one. Tip number one. Hi, Christine. Hi, Nereida. She's watching from Boston. Hey, that's your neck of the woods.
That's my neck. Hey, Boston, pack the cat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, Narita. Hey, there.
Yeah. So he's from Massachusetts.
That's right.
So that's your first tip of the day, the tip of the day. And that's not even one of the ones that I have here that I'm about to show in the next couple of minutes. I think that to me is my biggest pet peeve. Women who take pictures with their spouse and they put their hand, like you wouldn't want your boo to put his hand on your stomach, making you look pregnant.
Yep, I agree.
So why do we do that? So I promise that I will never, ever put my hand on your tummy when we take a photo.
Thank you.
I do not want to accentuate that part. I can
promise the same. I'll promise the same. I'll never do that.
Yes, don't put your hand on my stomach. I want to look like I'm
Like,
pregnant.
I'm pregnant. No, no, that's not it. Anyway.
No, we do not want to do that. So always remember that. Christine is watching from Mississippi, and Nereida's already cracking up. She is cracking up. So ladies, do not put your hand on your spouse's tummy when you're taking a photo with him. You heard it here on Tuesday Tips and Tutorials from Liz. That's her pet peeve. Put your hand up on his chest, okay? Or up on his shoulder. So that's the part that you accentuate on a man. And every man likes to look like they have a big chest and broad shoulders, right, French?
That's right, exactly. Yeah. I do, so it helps, but every man likes to feel, Anyway.
All right. Hopefully everybody stays watching, even though you're leaving. But I hope they stay watching because I know you're the funny one. Listen, thank you so much for jumping on and accepting my promise.
You're welcome.
Which, by the way, I still see stuff hanging on your walls. Aren't you supposed to be moving to Naples soon?
Stuff. Oh my! Those are just command strip that and go. So I don't have boxes for those. Don't worry. It's all fine. I'm coming.
Okay, pack up that place. Pack up that place because it's time to come to the West Side.
Yeah, come to the West Side. Yes, I will.
Have a good day. I'll talk to you later on. Thank you so much for jumping on with us.
Bye,
all
guys.
right, keep watching. Bye.
Bye.
That was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I totally love him. He is the sweetest. He is the sweetest. And if you want to see more of us together as a team, you want to join us on Lots of Love and Butter. Lots of Love and Butter, where we talk all food because we love going to different restaurants. And I believe we're going to start doing that Friday nights. We literally have some shows already recorded. We have a bagel place that we went to. We went to a breakfast brunch place as well. We have that all recorded and ready to go. So we cannot wait to show that to you. So tune in every time you see that I'm about to post a show called Love and Butter. So exciting. Yes, Omira. And my French, of course, he says, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. All right, so let's continue chatting about how to pose. 7 tips on posing with your boo. Are you ready? Here are a few. Let me share this with you. I want to share this with you. The very first one. And these pictures are funny. I found these pictures online. Hilarious. Okay, so check her out. Look at the picture. You see the do's and the don'ts. So the don't, you do not want to pose hugging or wrapping your arms completely around your couple, your companion, your spouse, your partner. You want to put your hand either up, for the ladies, on his arm or his chest, as I mentioned, or even up on the shoulder. And guys, put your hand on her waist, on her hip, but never wrap your arms completely around like a hug because it's so unflattering to the body. All right. The next one. Are you ready? Let's do the next one. Let me find that screenshot. This one's also a really good one. This was now more for a close-up look. And I have that. Let's see. Where is that one at? I'm pulling it up. I will have 2 monitors at some point because I don't want to keep having this issue. Let's see. All right, here we go. We have this one here for the kiss. Avoid posing by kissing the forehead. The girl should never, and we do that again. Sometimes we do that. Oh, it's so cute. It's so sweet. It's so lovable, right? Ladies, always look towards the camera. You both don't need to look towards the camera, but if one of yous do, let's say if I'm the one that's giving the kiss to French, and I think I actually, no, it is him kissing me on the cheek, and I'm looking at the camera. So one of the couples needs to be looking at the camera when there's a kiss involved, okay? That looks so much more flattering than that first one. I mean, look at her. And then the nose is just like, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. So let's move on. Another flattering tip. We got some more comments coming in. I love this. What? Who we got? Oh, Anne is watching from North Carolina. Hi, Anne. Anne-Marie Arce. I love her so much. She's been watching me for years, way back in my TCT days. Love you, girl. Love you so much. All right. The next one. Let's do another share here. I'm gonna go with this one right here where they're sitting. The sitting pose is another one where we tend to mess up quite a bit. The slouch. Try to avoid the slouch. You notice the difference of just how she looks? He's nice and strapping and sitting straight. His posture is good. But then we'll come from behind and, oh, look at him, take a picture. And you're all slouched. We don't want to do that. We want to maintain the same posture. And the key to great poses, girls, is standing behind your man, slightly behind him. I love that. It makes you look statuesque. It makes the curvature of your body. Look at her body looks different, right? Again, we're not talking about smiling and your eyes or none of that. We're literally talking about positions. We're talking about posing and what is more flattering. Girls, I have those pictures on my phone. They don't look good. Even sometimes French will be like, nope, don't you dare post that picture, whether it's a side of the face, whether the photo is too far down rather than up high. And the camera up, the higher it is, the slimmer you look, the nicer you look. Of course, and I can't wait. I'm praying that God would allow us to one day meet in person. I think French needs to take me to North Carolina. I think that's a trip. For sure, because we love to travel. All right, the next one. So that's like 3. Let's see if I'm going to go ahead and grab another one. These are so funny. But again, these are things that we tend to do quite a bit. Another one that makes a photo look totally imbalanced and unbalanced is when we're posing slightly to the side with the partner. This makes the picture look unbalanced. The woman can again stand slightly behind. Do you see how she's behind him again? Girls, that is an amazing tip. Bobby says, let's go. I guess we're going to North Carolina. We'll let you know. We'll let you know, Anne. Stand slightly behind your boo. Put one shoulder behind him. Look how much nicer the picture looks. When I'm going to learn that tip, because I haven't been doing that tip a lot. And I think it's because in my mind, I feel like I need to show what I'm wearing, or I need to have him behind me. But no, actually, when I'm slightly behind him, it looks so much nicer. I'm going to practice that one. I know French is still watching. That's going to be at least maybe 1 or 2 of the wedding poses, because I love standing like that in the back. You would look so strapping. Yes, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. All right, let's do a few more. I've been on for about 12 minutes, and you know that I only do this for 15 minutes or so. It's a quick Tuesday tips and tutorials. This one is not cute. When we put our face on him, it makes our cheeks look chubby. We don't look cute. Our face doesn't look pretty. Again, she's grabbing him by the elbows. The grabbing by the elbows, we don't want to grab our spouse by the elbows. We always want to put our hands either on his shoulder, I've already said it, the top of his arm. Those 2 places are important. But the elbows, no, come up. Make him look like a soldier, you know? And I love that, again, she went slightly behind him and she's looking forward at the camera. Love that, because this whole thing, that just don't work. That just ain't cute. And I actually think I may have a photo like that on my phone somewhere. I don't want to do that. Again, some photos that have to do with the faces together and spontaneous photos, they are fun. They really are. They're cute. They're cute. Yes, they are. But again, you have to make sure that one person at least is looking at the camera. Whenever the faces are together, it's good for one to be looking at the camera and the other to be looking at the spouse. I love that tip. I love that tip. This last one that I'm going to share, this is a big one. I have seen so many of these. Notice how, because his arm is all the way around her, it makes her look bigger. You can't see much of her form. And you know, girls, we like to look like, you know, We like to look like our little supermodels, and we're looking good, and we're still in shape no matter how old we are, especially when we're in our 40s and 50s. We want to still, look good and say, hey, I have 5 kids, I have 4 kids, but I still got my figure. When your boo is posing with you like this, he has rounded you. He has rounded you by putting his arm completely around you. I have fallen in that trap where it's the grab from behind. Put the hands, look at the way it should be, on the waist. Put the hands on the waist. Never wrap around. I hope French is still watching so he knows, and he's like, I'm not gonna go ahead and do that to her. So right by the waist, the perfect way to pose. I think that was 7. I think that was 7. I think I shared all 7. But listen, that is the tip. That is a tip for posing. Posing in a way that's flattering, not just for you, but also for your partner. Because sometimes we tend to just think about ourselves, but we want to make sure that he looks just as amazing, that he looks fantastic in the photos. He's taller, wider probably. You may be short, maybe rounder, but there's different things that you can do, different techniques, so that your pictures can look phenomenal. This one was for couples, but later on down the road, I'm gonna do one where you just do selfies, where it's just the girl taking the photo, or even guys, because I even saw some for guys and how they should sit and how they should stand and all of that really fun stuff. And if I have some photographer friends, which I know I do, Cynthia in Chicago, if she watches, she can share some of her tips as well. I would love to hear from some of our photographers to see what their tips are, even when it comes to lighting and taking photos outside and all that good stuff. And listen, we have so many different, the technology we have on our cell phones right now are insane. Like, you can take some really beautiful photos in portrait mode that are going to look absolutely phenomenal, especially when you're outside. Those portrait photos from your phone are going to make you look like a rock star. Guys, that was my Tuesday tip and tutorial for today. 7 tips on how to pose with your boo. So important. We love that. I have seen so many amazing pictures of some of my fabulous friends. They're amazing couples. They look fantastic. And then I see that one hand on his gut. How shall we pose? You heard it here on Tuesday Tips and Tutorials. This was so much fun. So I'm going to go because I got to start my day. And as always, lots of love. And today I'm going to just throw on some Pink Fusion lip gloss, because this is my jam. So lots of love and lip gloss. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so very much. Even though Myra was watching from Michigan, I love that I have all of you guys watching from different places. Don't forget to continue to comment. And if you've watched this and it's not 10 o'clock in the morning anymore, it's 10 o'clock at night and you're watching, go ahead and say hi and just comment replay so that I know that you've watched. Thank you so much. I'll see you next Tuesday with another Tuesday Tips and Tutorials. Bye-bye.